tell us a little bit about the dinner last night and the impact of hearing those people speak.
Yeah, it was awesome. To have some of the guests that we had at dinner, really cool to have them speak and then have the opportunity to have some more private conversations with them and ask them about some of their experiences. And yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool and a nice thing that USA Hockey did.
Erosion from your area and part of the greatest moment in USA Hockey, and Modano also from '96, pretty big moment as well.
Yeah, Mike Eruzione, obviously from the area, and I've had the opportunity to get to know him over the years through BU and being from the same neck of the woods. And then Mike Modano, I think a player that a lot of us idolized growing up, and Rob McClanahan, and obviously having Guy Gaudreau there, like there's it was pretty special. And like I said, having the opportunity to listen to them speak and some of their experiences and what USA Hockey means to them, and how much pride they take in it, and then on the other side, just having some nice private conversations with them, getting to know them, and it was very nice.
What does USA Hockey mean to you?
USA Hockey, it means a lot to me. I've had the chance to represent the country at some different events, and it never gets old. We're in the red, white, and blue. I take a lot of pride in where I'm from. Not only being an American, being from the Boston area, being from Chelmsford, like I take a lot of pride in that. And my parents really instilled, never forget where you come from. And so yeah, it means a lot to be able to do this. It's an honor, and just want to do my best to represent our country.
Getting into the meat and potatoes of the hockey thing now, and you're on the first power play unit for Team USA. Talk a little bit about that group and what your role will be with it.
I think we're still trying to iron the details out, and it's some super talented players on it, and it's great. I mean, whenever you're on the ice with the caliber of players that are out there, it's always fun. You're always learning from them a bit, and I think that that's what I'm trying to do as well. But yeah, I mean, in a short tournament like this, I think special teams will be important. It's good if we're able to get familiar with each other as quick as possible and build some chemistry. And I think that's the goal of the repetitions in practice.
You have to wait till Thursday before you play. Will you watch Canada-Sweden?
I would imagine, yeah. I'm going to watch the game, yeah.
Given the heated rivalry with Canada and the United States over the years, are you kind of ready for a hostile reception? You're probably the bad guys here in this tournament.
I would assume, yeah. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of Canadian fans here, and they take a lot of pride in their team, and rightfully so. I would imagine that they'll be here, and the Canadian fans will be here in full force, cheering for their home country.
Canadian fans have lately taken to booing the American anthem last few weeks. Would you take that personally, or how would you respond?
I don't take anything personally, so no, I'm not going to take it personally.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about Adin Hill as you've gotten to know him?
Biggest thing I've learned about him. I don't know if I can pinpoint one thing. I mean, Hillsy's he's got a great demeanor, and I think it's important to have a personality like his if you're going to be a goaltender. He's great at letting things kind of roll off his back and refocusing, and never seems like a moment is too big for him. He's a pretty relaxed guy. I think he has a really subtle, quiet confidence about him as well that bodes well. So there's a lot of things to like about Adin as a goalie, and just having gotten to know him over the last few years as a teammate, he's a phenomenal guy to be around, and he's very easily likable, and Hillsy's been great.
You got a good book on him, though, I imagine.
You know what? I don't know. He probably has a book on me too, so I don't know.
Having Guy Gaudreau here today, and there's still Johnny and Matthew who are very present, it seems. Not that you need extra motivation, but is that a rally point for this group, just winning for Johnny and Matthew at all? Or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's all in the front of our minds. I wouldn't even say it's in the back of our minds. It's something that I think we're all still continuing to process, and being here and having his jersey in the locker room, and having Guy here, and what Johnny meant to USA Hockey, and what he meant to a lot of us with our personal relationships with him. It's really special to have Guy here, and obviously you want to do as well as you can for Matthew and Johnny, knowing that they're watching down on us and they're here with us. So yeah, I think you hit it on the head.
Jack, did you get Chris Kreider's money after last night?
No, I didn't actually. I'll take something off Hannafin though.
Was that a fun bonding thing back and forth between you and the BU guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of BU guys, so we had a little better presence than the BC crew, but there is still a few BC guys, and yeah, there was a lot of back and forth going on last night during the Bean Pot.
What's it like reuniting with Austin here, and why do you think he'll be a good captain for this group?
Well, I mean, he's has experience, and Austin's a guy who he loves the big moments, and he's our team's going to go as he goes. He's one of the most prolific goal scorers in our league right now, and just leads by example, comes in every day. I mean, he's very dedicated to his craft, and yeah, it's awesome to reunite with him. It's great to be around him, and I think as a player, as a fan of Austin as well, it's nice to be on the ice with him, watch his habits. I think you can always learn stuff from being around players of his caliber. So it's been great, and then it's just been great to catch up with him as well.
What do you think? We've seen what one Kachuk on a team can do. What do you think two Kachuks on a team can do?
I mean, yeah. I mean, they're gonna bring a really great element to our group, and they can do so many things as players, right? They bring so many elements to your team, and yeah, it's awesome to have them, and it's got to be such a cool experience for them as well to be able to play with your brother. I can't imagine how special that is for their family.
What is it going to be like to go up against some of your biggest teammates here? Is that a weird dynamic?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I played against teammates in a situation like this, but it might be a little awkward, but at the same time, I think as soon as the game starts, everyone's competitive and wants to win.
Bill and Mike were talking about how it's important for players to find a role in this group and accept the role. Just why would it be tough for a player to accept a role?
Well, I mean, I think it is going to be important for everyone to accept their role. And listen, I mean, it's no secret. All the guys that are on the team are pretty much the go-to guys on their club team that they're coming from, and are used to playing big minutes and playing in every situation. So when you're on a team where everyone does that, you have to understand that there might be a time that someone else is going to do that role for you, and being able to accept that and check your ego at the door, I think is going to be important, and do whatever the team asks of you. Understand what it's for the betterment of the team, and I think it'll be important, and knowing the guys and the character we have in our room, I wouldn't see why that would be an issue. Seems like everyone's just worried about winning, and that's a great mindset to have.
A year from now, the games will be getting started in Milan. Is that in the back of your guys' minds here as you're together, that this could be kind of a little precursor?
I think maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think when you're in this environment, you're around the guys, and you have the red, white, and blue on again. I think it's only human nature to think ahead, and it's been a while since we were in Olympic format, and what that could mean for USA Hockey. So I think I'm sure it's crossed people's mind, but at the same time, it's important for us to stay present and focus on what we're our task at hand here and this tournament, and worry about that in the future.
Canada's going to name its starter today. Could be, of course, Aiden. What have you learned about him and his ability to kind of handle these types of moments?
Yeah, I think you saw it in 23 on our run, coming in the middle of a game, in the middle of a series, having had come off an injury and not had a ton of playing time leading up to that. Just his demeanor and how relaxed he was and confident, I think it gave our team a lot of confidence as well, seeing him. And then just having watched him over the last few years and his development as a goalie and a person, and whoever they go with, is going to be a good option. And but yeah, Hillsy's he's been awesome for us in Vegas, and can't say enough good things about him.
Is there radio silence for you and the biggest guys like here? Like, do you guys just say it's kind of suspended for now, or like are there still messaging and stuff going on?
I haven't talked to him in the last 2 days, but obviously we traveled up here together, and at the end of the day, I care about all of them, and we have great relationships. I think when you go on the ice and you're competing against someone, you want to beat them. And that's sort of my mindset. But at the same time, you're silently rooting for them when they're playing, Sweden and Finland, and But I think when you line up against them, you want to win.
What do you remember, Jack, about sort of coming here for the Team North America, the training camp here, and then just that whole event and the uniqueness of it?
Yeah, it was definitely a unique event, and it's funny. There's actually quite a bit of guys on our team now that had the chance to play in that tournament, and we've been exchanging some, old memories from it. It was a lot of fun. It was a great few weeks, and an experience that I know I'll never forget. It was great, and it's been cool to kind of go down memory lane a little bit with some of the guys.
Did you save that sweater, the Team North America sweater?
I still have it, yeah. Still have a lot of merch from Team North America. Yeah, it was whenever I grab like a pair of shorts in the drawer, or maybe see like a t-shirt or a hat somewhere around the house, it always brings back memories.